So I heard you have a hedgehog.
Yeah, he's right here. Do you want to feed him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Hey, trinket I got actually this January.
This January?
Yeah.
Can I touch?
Of course.
Oh, wow, spiky.
Yeah.
Jacob Lemay is 9 now and loves to ride his bike, jump on the trampoline with his sisters, lots of stuff.
I like hockey, I do hockey, I like roller skating and ice skating too.
I met you 4 years ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You remember that? We sat in your room, we talked a little bit. Do you remember that? So 2 sisters and you're the brother, right?
Yeah.
Were you always the brother?
Not always.
What were you before?
They're a sister.
How come it changed?
Because I wanted to be a boy.
When we recorded that interview in 2015, Jacob's mom and dad, Mimi and Joe, had just helped him transition to his new name and a new look.
Yeah.
You look really handsome. Are you ready for today? Are you ready for school?
Yeah.
Okay. A mother's heart knows when her child is suffering. He was talking about hating his body. I even found him kind of poking at himself at some point, angrily, wanting to be something different, saying things like, why did God make me this way? Why did God make me wrong? A child shouldn't have to live like that.
I want someone to cut my hair, and I want it to be like that.
It was a trip to Disney World where it had all kind of become clear.
We hadn't yet transitioned Jacob, but he had short hair and he was wearing almost entirely boy clothes. We had a glorious trip. We bought him a Prince Charming costume and he would be stopped everywhere. Oh, how handsome. Oh, your son, he's so cute. And he just glowed.
And the look of pride on his face was like he had a ball, and it was a light bulb or something clicked. I explained to him that, look, we can bring you to a new school and everyone will know you as a boy from the beginning. Right then he said, that's what I want.
He said, I want to be a boy always. I want to be a boy named Jacob.
What are you proud of about yourself?
'Cause I'm a boy.
Mimi, how is Jacob 4 years later?
He's doing wonderfully. He is a very happy kid, an empathetic kid. He's a bit of an old soul. He is a ham. He's a comedian. He's got some good friends, really good set of friends. And in every other aspect of life, except one, he's absolutely the same as every other kid. In the beginning, after we socially transitioned him when he was 4 years old, for a long time, maybe over a year, I would check in with him every so often and I'd say, buddy, is this what you really want? Do you still want to be Jacob? And he would say, yeah, Mom. And eventually he was like, stop asking me. This is who I am.
Do kids know anything about his history, or are they just sort of
Some do, and it's funny. It's not earth-shattering to kids, right? It seems to be something that adults get caught up with and
More
have
than kids
issues
do.
with, but not as much kids.
Sit, paws. Good girl.
What does being transgender mean to you?
It's not how you act or what you wear or anything like that. It's just how you really are inside. And you just feel like you just got put in the wrong body.
You feel like you got put in the wrong body?
Yeah.
To the little chalkboards.
Thing is, there aren't a lot of families talking about their transgender kids. Mimi decided that she should share their story. She wrote a book called What We Will Become.
He's taken to introducing himself, and then just in case you didn't get it, he will spell it for you. Jacob.
What do you hope people take from your story?
It's okay to go through a period of confusion. It's okay to worry about your child because as parents, that's what we do. The message that your child will be okay as long as you support them.
It almost feels to me like you're now paying it forward.
That's what it feels like to us too.
That's why we're doing this.
Paying it forward is important because, you know, when we felt very alone on this journey, we had an example, somebody who we could look to and show to Jacob and say, look, you know, is this what you would like us to do for you, help you do?
Mimi's book weaves together Jacob's story alongside her own story. She grew up in an ultra-Orthodox Jewish family and pulled away from that identity.
What have you learned from Jacob?
I have learned how hard you have to fight to live an authentic life. And I have learned that it is worth it. Because seeing him come to life after his transition, becoming the person he was meant to be, has been a beautiful experience.
The Lemays are all advocates now, fighting for transgender rights.
You've got 50 different states, and you've got different policies toward LGBTQ people in every different state. So when Jacob grows up and decides to go to college, we need to take a look at a map, and we need to see what states are going to protect his rights.
You'd rather it be every state?
It needs to be every state, and this is a human rights issue.
I've been telling more people about me being trans. And
Are you cool with that? Like,
I'm cool with that.
do you enjoy telling your story?
yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
I kind of feel proud.
He understands that there are other kids out there who aren't supported. He understands that he can, just by sharing his story, just show that he's a kid who transitioned, he's supported, and the world didn't come to an end, that he's just able to live a good life.
My name is Jacob, and I'm a 9-year-old transgender American. My question is...
All right, Jacob.
And this was a big moment. At a town hall, Jacob stood up.
What will you do in your first week as president to make sure that kids like me feel safer in schools? And what do you think schools need to do better to make sure that I don't have to worry about anything but my homework?
Oh, I like that question, Jacob. And here's my plan, Jacob. I'm going to find just the right Secretary of Education. But here's what I plan to do. I want to make sure that the person I think is the right Secretary of Education meets you and hears your story, and then I want you to tell me if you think that's the right person, and then we'll make the deal. Does that sound good?
Well, of course I was a little nervous, but it was pretty good.
Why'd you want to do that?
I wanted to help other trans people and see if Elizabeth was the right fit and she would help my fellow trans people.
You were there, standing next to him. What did that feel like?
It was amazing because I saw that as a pinnacle in his own personal journey. He's becoming more and more comfortable in his own skin, and now he reached a point where he found his voice.
What do you want people to know?
I want people to know that there's not much of a difference. You still do the same things. It's not like you have superpowers or like...
Yeah.
It doesn't make you any different from anyone else, except, of course, like, it's still kind of hard telling people, and you have to you're kind of scared sometimes.
He's growing up, so things are getting a little more complicated. Jacob had a hormone blocker inserted in his arm to hit the pause button on puberty. It's a fully reversible step endorsed by the medical community.
We have given Jacob the choice, and he's chosen to block his puberty for the next several years so that we all have some more time to make other decisions.
How do you handle it, Mimi, when people say he shouldn't have that choice?
This is saving my child's life. Talk to a transgender kid. Learn that they knew from a very young age who they are, and realize that there are some pretty sobering statistics out there for transgender kids who don't have the choices to have life-saving medical interventions.
What do you want to see change?
I want people to feel more comfortable in schools, everyone to be accepted.
Yeah. Do you think people just need to understand a little more?
Yeah. I don't think most of the people aren't bad people, they just don't really understand.
Are there still moments for you where you worry, where you cry at night?
Absolutely. We're not home free just because I support Jacob. Because there's a world out there, and not everyone does. It will get harder as he gets older, because I think these realities will become apparent to him. So what we're doing in the meantime is we're fighting like heck to make sure that that reality shifts, so that when he gets out there, he has a better world welcoming him.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.